Welcome to the Advisor Insight series, where we connect with leading global executives, entrepreneurs, chairs, and advisors. I want you to have an unfiltered view from the experts in the field. These are leaders, creators, innovators, and disruptors. I hope you enjoy this interview. Welcome to the Advisor Insight series. My name is Louise Broekman. I'm the founder and CEO of the Advisory Board Centre. I'm here today with a very special guest, Sharyn Csanki from AI Raedan, to share her story. Welcome, Sharyn.
Hi. So it's Raedan AI, but I'm really glad to be here. And I joined the Advisory Board Centre process only about 6 months ago, and I've already had great success. So my business is twofold. We are professionals in the data management space, so educators and consultants. And about 4 years ago, we came across a really special artificial intelligence that it's achieved natural language understanding. Now, if you're in the field, that's pretty exciting. If you're not, what it means is this technology actually mimics the way humans read and understand any text. That has great implications for robotics and endless business. So we've been on the journey to try to promote that software and sell it in Southeast Asia.
Very exciting times for you in that whole scaling up of business. And so when you came to us, what was the scenario that you really were looking now for an independent advisory structure? What was the pivotal point for you there, Sharyn?
Well, I think it's what drives many business owners. We were tired. We had a last push on the business. We'd been going since 2014 and 3 years in the software industry. We had great relationships, but we were running out of money. And so I got introduced to the board, and we decided to go through and just start to work with an advisor to begin with. And I think the next question allows me to tell you how that sort of is turning our situation around.
Yes, so thank you. So what's the experience been like for you, Sharyn?
Okay, it's been really, really good. Lawrence, who we worked with, was it's like he was made for us at that time. He just brought a level of understanding and empathy about our business situation. So he went through a process with us where he first understood our business and then put a little bit of pressure on us to be real about what we really wanted for ourselves. And then we worked through a strategy building process, and he egged us along, and it was just like it all happened at the right time, because I had brought on new skills into the business, which I knew we needed. He enabled me to use those skills really well. And these are skills in other people, not in myself. The thing that I liked is that we had intensive sessions for half a day with my business partner and myself. We were drained at the end of them. Andrew often sort of drifted off in the last hour, but each session was really productive. And I was able to go away and put together a strategy, which we took to the owner of the software, Expert AI, and they said, looks good. Looks good. However, we want you to make a sale. And we, all that work. Yeah, we know we need to make a sale. But what that did is gave me the personal confidence to really push harder on myself, but also bring that team together to focus the team on the strategy.
And it's that journey, isn't it, of scaling a business, of the ups and downs, but pushing forward and maintaining that confidence in what you're doing.
Yeah. So the ups and downs. Let's focus on the ups.
And Sharyn, you know, you loved your advisory board structure so much that you became a certified chair yourself. So that's a really interesting testament. But you use the Advisor Concierge service as that free service to be able to scope out what is it that you were looking for, and then being able to create an expression of interest that goes out to the advisory board community. What was that experience like, and what did that help you in a way, I guess, is different to what you were doing previously?
Yeah. Look, the actual scoping off the need was a breeze. Like, it was just too easy, because I worked with you, Louise, and you put together an outline that I just, I think I made 2 or 3 wording changes to it. And then it brought back 4 different advisors that I could work with. They were all different, and I ended up meeting all of them and had a connection with each of them in different parts of the business. So in terms of expanding my network, it's wonderful. And then actually having that background in going through the chairs process, I could actually understand where Lawrence was coming from. It helped. And so I truly recommend just going with the process when you start it. What was it like? It was it's quite exciting and much easier than I thought it was. Now, we didn't focus on the financials of the company, because that was, you know, that's not what it's about at the moment. We're in that we've got a swing. I think we call it in the industry something, a turnaround. Yeah, but we haven't got to the punchline of the story yet. So do you want me to share what has happened for us?
Absolutely.
Right now? Okay, so what happened is we got that feedback as, this is really great. We were happy to talk about this at in the C-suite. However, we need to make the sale. Now, I kept working on the strategy for 3 months and was implementing. We were spending money, but it was on the right things. Through serendipity, I ended up with a conversation of the global OEM manager of Expert AI. He actually picked my name out of a form I just filled in randomly, saying, "Oh, I wonder what's behind this." And he saw my contacts in Australia. We set up a meeting, we got together. He asked me what my business plans were. I presented the strategy that I'd put together with Lawrence, and he's now investing in our business. And it's very exciting. So over the next 6 months, we'll have substantial money put into the business by the parent company. He sees their value. We are the only representatives in the Southern Hemisphere for their business. We are the red dot that gives them a global reach and coverage. And one of the things that's, again, is turning out to be absolutely wonderful is when we achieved this goal, Lawrence said, "Well, I'm done with you." And we've just sent out another expression of interest, and I'm about to start working with another chair who is very, very suited to our next stage of growing again. So what's it like working with the board is to be able to swap in the skills that you need at a particular time. And so I personally have a goal within 4 months is to have an advisory board. And I already have 3 members through the advisory board process that I would like to invite to that board.
Yeah, that's really, really great. And it just shows how important fit for purpose is in the life cycle of your business, and meeting you where you're at. That's very exciting. Yeah. And it's a stage process too, isn't it? And that's where every situation is quite different.
Yeah.
You know, when we do the Advisor Concierge process, Sharyn, 95% of businesses have never had an advisory board before. So how to actually navigate, how am I going to do this thing? I want to do something, but I don't know what, and then I don't know who.
Yeah, and I think in my experience, because I've spent a long time in government, worked on intergovernment committees, advisory boards, I understand the process. And as a coach, executive coach as well, the hands off, but your hands are all over it type of feeling. I totally get that. And I think one of the interesting times in the process is Lawrence was driving us, and he clearly had the map in his head where we were going. but he didn't own the content. In fact, he was quite clear that I'm here for this and not for that, which I thought was really good. He set clear boundaries, and I appreciated that. And a couple of times he really pushed us, particularly my partner, around going out and using our existing networks to sell. And we pushed back because after 3 years, if there was any stone unturned in our existing networks, we had found it. Yeah, we had found it. And so I think keeping that balance, that balance with your advisor. They're not telling you what to do. You know your business, you know your networks. So what we needed is a fresh start. We needed a fresh thinking, and that's what we ended up getting.
Very exciting, in a whole new phase that you're going through now, Sharyn. Just to close off, what tips would you give business owners and advisors?
Well, I think I was just that tip is keep the radar open with your advisor. If you're going off track, you start to feel uncomfortable here, it's probably something in that. So raise it and work it through with the advisor on. It sounds like the different advice, but it's the same advice, is to trust the process. I think we did trust the process, and it really paid off for us. And have a lot of fun with it. That would be my big tip.
That's great, and exciting steps ahead for you. And thank you so much for sharing your story. But I'm also so excited for you for this next stage as well, Sharyn. And that you've got the Advisory Board Centre community right behind you. So well, and thank you for sharing. For people that have listened to this session today, we'd love to be in contact with you. Either if you're a business looking for support through the Advisor Concierge service, it's complimentary, and we look forward to supporting other businesses in your endeavours for growth. Thanks very much.
Thank you for talking to me.
Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, we invite you to share it with your networks and follow the Advisory Board Centre for more valuable insights. The Advisory Board Centre is the global body for advisory professionals. We provide best practice, training, certification and connection to support the professionalism, growth and impact of the advisory sector for professionals and the organisations they serve. To learn more or get connected wherever you are in the world, visit advisoryboardcentre.com.